First of all, what brings you out here today?
It was a sunny day. We thought we'd just come out for a bit of a drive. We saw a lot of people outside the theatre and just thought we'd wander in.
And you just happened to stumble upon your friend Travis's show.
Is it Travis's show?
Oh, yeah! Check it out. Travis Wall. Ever heard of him?
Oh, right. Oh, and Nick. Well, they're all here. Yeah,
How does it feel?
We're here to support them, without question. Thrilled for them, yeah.
And how does it feel to see Travis go from So You Think You Can Dance to Shaping Sound?
Well, I feel like a proud parent.
And as far as your projects go, is there anything else that you've got like in the works that you could tell me about, or?
No. That isn't to say there isn't anything in the works. I just can't tell you about it.
How do you feel about Shaping Sound as far as dance in the future? I know you touched on how dance is evolving commercially these days. Tell me what you think about that.
Well, I haven't seen Shaping Sound as a show yet. I've only seen parts and parcel of small areas of it, and thoroughly loved it. So I'm hoping that it's going to be inspirational to bring a whole new audience into the theatre, which, as you can see for yourself, it's a very young audience that's here today. I'm really happy with that. We need it. That's the sort of opera and the ballet, that sort of audience is dwindling now, and so we need new blood coming in, and a diversity as well. And I think that's what we're getting, especially with this dance form, and I'm really happy to see that.
And then as far as dance is going now, do you see any trends happening with dance on TV and theater and so on?
Well, the only thing I'd say is that Dancing with the Stars is stealing everything from So You Think You Can Dance at the moment. That's tending to be a bit of a trend.
Rivalry?
But what I do think is good about that is that they are realizing too that there's such a surge of movement towards all forms of dance and diversity of dance, urban dance and everything coming into the mix. And I think that's very exciting for the future. I've got a show opening next week on Broadway called On the Town, which was the Gene Kelly, Frank Sinatra movie.
Okay.
And there are two ballets in that, but they're very modern style ballets, and one of the choreographers from So You Think You Can Dance, Josh Bergasse, who did So You Think and also Smash, is the choreographer of that. So I think, our choreographers, our dancers are sort of infiltrating the business, and I think that again gives it new energy.
Now, I'll admit, I have two left feet. I cannot dance for the life of me. But what is it, speaking as a producer, that makes these dance shows so good and so addicting?
Well, let me say now that I've got to disagree with you, because everybody can dance. With two left feet, with one left foot, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Everyone can. It's just to different degrees.
Okay.
And if you put a piece of music on for a baby that can't talk to you, can't communicate, that baby will dance. So
Touché.
Everybody can dance. I think why it's become addictive is that people are seeing how much fun there is in it, how athletic you have to be. It's inspired a whole generation, I think, of people just saying, "Wow, I want to be able to do that." How do they do that with a ripple? And how come they can do 14 pirouettes now when some of the greatest ballet dancers in the world could only do 4 or 5?
Yeah.
So I think it's a whole new world of dance.
Wonderful. Well, have so much fun today. It was so nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Take care.
And Sophia, Sophia, this is the quietest I've ever heard, Sophia.
Yeah, you didn't chime in at all. You got to be aggressive.
I love everything he says. I really admire what he does. I love dance. I'm a very modest salsa dancer. He was saying I'm a great dancer, but I'm an actress. I started very late, but because we get inspired through shows like So You Think You Can Dance, and or the other show,
Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars.
I support Dancing with the Stars.
That I get hooked, and it inspires you, and maybe it makes your dream come back alive, and you're only as alive as your dream. So for me, dancing is a way of communicating an expression that I don't care what age, I'm picking it up now.
I love that. Very inspirational.
It was worth talking to him, wasn't it?
The wisest ones are the quietest ones.